it's only the start of the week, and I've already got a collection of mail. I had done like a 4-minute version of this, but then I got some more into this. I figured I'd just kind of redo it because I was almost out of battery. So anyway, we'll start off with Mr. Mummy himself, the Boris Karloff Mummy, the Universal Monster. I would have obviously include this in my Universal Monsters collection video, but I hadn't bought it until now because I hadn't found it. Found it. I would have gotten it from Aussie Collectibles, which is a local store, but I ended up finding it at a Minotaur and got it for a discount. So I figured, well, I might as well buy it at Minotaur because it was the same price. I just would get a discount at Minotaur. So, yeah, pretty cool. It completes my set, but of course there is no Dracula nor Bride, which is very disappointing. But I like to have at least got the Phantom in the line. So if you haven't got any of these, I'd suggest checking them out. They're cheap. Well, not cheap. Still like $40 Australian dollars. But they're 4 inches. Yeah, they're really nicely designed. So even for the Mummy, which is like my least favorite of the original Universal Monsters, so that goes to show. I also bought at Minotaur another creature. This is the dark green variant of the Mego Classics. This again, just cheaper to get at Minotaur. Obviously, you can tell that his suit is a bit not aligned, but his paint job and everything else looks really nice, and given how I could actually pick it up in person, it was in really good condition, despite the fact that clearly someone needs to like adjust their tie kind of deal. But I'm like, I don't really mind because I'll probably keep them in the box for now. I don't really know. I've got again, if you know, I've got 2 light green versions, one that's out of box, one that's in box. The out of box one I bought them both at the same time from Zavvi. The out of box one, the box was damaged, so I took it out to display it, which I wanted to do anyway. But it has a worse paint job than the one that's in box, so I'm like, well, I don't mind that too much, because I could always muck around with the out of box one, like color it myself or some deal, but I probably won't, I don't know. But I do have the black and white one, which I absolutely adore. I still think is the better of all of them, but I've kept that one in its box as well, much like this. So I've got 3 mint in box, which is nice. Yeah, anyway, just completes my collection, and I would have loved to have added this to my collection video as well, but, that's what the problem with making a collection video, you can't always just complete it. Picked up this from Robertson's bookstore. They have one on High Point. Yeah, it's Fleabag the Scriptures. It's a really nicely designed book, and it isn't actually a book, of course, because it is it's screenplay for every single episode of the whole show. So, yeah. I really like this show. I have the Blu-ray, and I figured, hey, it's a really well-written show. Maybe I should actually buy it. This paperback edition was published in 2021, but of course the original scripts were done in 2019. So at least it says postscript copyright and scripts copyright for 2019, which is cool. But yeah, so I'm not going to spoil the show or anything, but as someone who likes screenplays and likes writing screenplays, it's nice to get a variety, and I really like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, so, there's some good stuff there. Next up, I picked up 2 more films from Minotaur. I got, to begin with, Godspell, which I plan to do an Anatomy of a Blu-ray on, mostly because I would like to listen to the audio commentary of Lee Gambon, who was the person who provided this. He was able to get it imported to Minotaur, which is just cheaper to do than to buy it on eBay, which I was perfectly fine with. But yeah, so I definitely need to watch this soon, because I'm going to do my interview of him soon, so I'll have to find some time this week. I also was quoted when I saw Gun Crazy at the Cinemaniacs with them. I was hanging out with Lee and Craig actually mentioned that it's probably his best commentary, so yeah. I also bought this one. It was $25 down from like 60 odd. So Fear No Evil. It is the Shout Factory, Scream Factory. It's a 4K restoration. I've never really heard of it before. I've seen it on the shelf, and it just stood out to me as like, I'm going to buy Fear No Evil today. It does have some inner artwork, which is interesting to say the least, but this is just another Region A, probably another one of those kind of low-budget horror films, But I kind of dig that kind of style. I like, like Argento stuff, Bava stuff, that kind of low-budget feel. who's the other one I'm thinking of? Fulci. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. So, yeah. I also bought a bunch of empty cases. I got this one and I got this one, which are both 10 packs. Basically, you open it up and it's got a bunch of extra trays because you can't buy these separately. But these also don't fit in a normal Blu-ray case anyway, which is annoying. I ordered them in from like Pascaval, so it was cheap. It was like $20 for all 4 of them, which is really nice. But the only problem is I can't really do much else with them. So with one of the 10 packs, I've removed a few of the slots to put them in my Godfather packs. I'll give you a browse. So this is the coda, so I have the 4K set, but I wanted to put in my Blu-rays. So basically I've had to slot them in here, which is the only way that it really works. So obviously if I've got a booklet or something and I want to add an additional disc, that kind of sucks. But I don't really have many I want to like combine. This was just because I had the Blu-rays and I wanted to... This also came with a bonus disc case, so it did actually come with this extra slot. So I wanted to have the 4K of the film, the 4K of the Part 2 theatrical and 1991 cut, and the Blu-ray bonus disc, so I could have them all in one pack. Pretty easy. I mean, like, in contrast, you have The Godfather, where you just open it up and it's like that. So, of course, this is still double-sided, but now I have the Blu-ray and the 4K. I don't really need to have the Blu-ray in it. I just want to be able to do that so the Blu-rays can be out of the Omerta set collection, because if you know what that set is, it's like a book. It looks wonderful from the outside, but it's terrible on the inside. It's like one of those terrible, like, digipacks in a way that the plastic, like, you gotta, like, pull out the disc, and clearly the glue was shit, so it's fallen apart. So, hence why when I got the 4K set, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to put my Blu-rays in those. So, yeah, and now I can put them on the shelf, and I can say that I've got the Godfather trilogy, and it's cool. Even though I always had the Godfather trilogy. I think we got them on DVD as well, so, you know. But yeah, so I bought a 6-pack, 2 6-packs in this case, so I can put all my John Wick films. I know it's just the first one, it kind of looks a bit weird. It definitely triggers me a little because, of course, it's a Blu-ray case, 4K booklet and everything, 4K sleeve. But I've got the 4K of the film, the Blu-ray of the film, Chapter 2 on Blu-ray because I don't have the 4K. I don't really think I need to get the 4K. It's the only one that has a 4K that's not really as good as the Blu-ray, whereas the other 2 films benefit for... The first film looks better on 4K, and it does. And the third film has the 4K, like, R-rated cut, or unrated cut. So, and I got that in a steelbook as it was. So, got the third film, an empty spot, and the third film on Blu-ray. I don't know what I'll do there. Maybe I'll put the 4th chapter in when that comes out. Potentially remove the John Wick chapter, the first film, and take it out of this. I don't know. I'm gonna, live and let live with that one because it's really... really annoying to think about, but yeah, I've been wanting to put those together because I had them as a steelbook trilogy after I bought the standard Blu-ray for... I had the standard Blu-ray for John Wick, the standard Blu-ray for John Wick 2, bought the 4K for John Wick, then I bought the steelbook for John Wick 3, no standard 4K, so it just came with the 4K and the Blu-ray disc in a steelbook, which I much preferred. It just happened to be at the store I was at, so that was lucky of me. And then I ordered in the steelbooks for the first and second film so I could put my Blu-rays in there, my Blu-ray in 4K or whatever. And now I've just put the steelbooks back on the shelf and they're empty because I don't have all the discs now in this one case so I can leave it on the shelf so it's easier to get down. It's, of all the films, it's the only one I want to not be in the steelbooks for some reason. I love the steelbooks, I love the artwork, I love the design. But I want them to be in a case separate, so... Eventually, I'll probably, when they release all of the John Wick films, I'll probably just buy a complete collection 4K pack with probably just 4K discs. It depends, because I don't know if any of them will lack any special features. But if they do, because I think John Wick 2 doesn't have any special features on the 4K, it has like an audio commentary, unless I think you get the US release. So at least I got the Blu-ray of that. I don't know, either way, when they do a complete collection thing, I might actually just buy a complete collection case, because I thought that there were only going to be 3 of them, but of course, There isn't. I mean, obviously it's stupid of me to say that since the third one still doesn't have a conclusive ending, but you know. Anyway, what the fuck else did I get? Oh, yes, that pin finally arrived, the Creature from the Black Lagoon one. So, I mean, it's pretty nice. I only just got in the mail today from the pop shop, even though I bought it on eBay for like $9. So yeah, it's a cool design for the creature. I might keep him on his thingy, or I'll just unplug him and save me looking at the ad rather than actually the creature, and then just put him on the shelf somewhere. So yeah, just another creature in the collection. I also bought myself a new wallet. My current wallet's a Gengar wallet, which I got from, like, Zing, EB Games. But they've got a whole Ditto collection, so I bought a Ditto, which is so cool because on the inside it has other Dittos. You know, the Gengar one doesn't. Gengar just has a Gengar on the outside. It doesn't have anything on the back, but I do like the black and purple. They have a cushion as well, but I have to order them in because when they finally were released, I didn't know about them. But of course, he is a metallic, which does, you know, fingerprint magnet. So I don't even know if I want to use this as a wallet. I don't know. It's one of those things. I want to be able to take this out and be like, look at my Ditto wallet. Let me give you my card so I can pay for movies. You know, I'll just have to keep this in Ben and Nick or something. I don't know. It's so cool. Look at how flashy it is. Woo! Ditto's my favorite Pokemon, so, you know. And last but not least, the Seventh Curse, which literally just came in the mail. So I figured I'd treat all of y'all with an unboxing. How about that? It's not a steelbook set, but it is the collector's edition. I realize I don't know if I've dealt much into why I bought a lot of these. I guess a lot of them are pretty simple. Completing collections, making sure my Blu-rays can be set up nicely, a screenplay because I really like the show, Creature from Black Lagoon I like. This one, on the other hand, I know a few of the actors from some from some Jackie Chan films, basically. I also kind of, I'm wanting to get more into their supernatural films. They've got some interesting supernatural Hong Kong films. And I can't really show off the front cover, technically, because it does have some boobies on it. So I'm just going to show you that. Yeah. So it's nice. That's not a sticker, so that could be annoying. It does have the name in both languages, which is cool. Sorry if it's focusing on my face rather than on the spine. It does that. Nothing on the top or bottom. And of course, you've got your product on the inside. I guess I should show off the back as well. So, yeah. I do like this style of film. I guess it's Hong Kong martial arts kind of deal. That is just nipples. Okay, I cannot show you that either. Jesus. I didn't realize how much nudity there was on this. Okay, so you've got the same artwork here and on the back. So that's like a standard kind of deal. Oh, okay. So you can twist it around. Oh, that looks really funky. Okay. It's the same boobs. Why do they keep doing this? So, alright. So you got some artwork there, which is really cool. I'm going to reverse to this artwork just so I can have some variety. The only problem is I can't show you the disc art either, because the disc art also... has boobies on it. I'm saying boobies. I mean it's got full nipples. Like, it is showing. Like, wow, okay. Let's see if there's any boobies on this art card. I didn't realize there were so many boobies. Anyway, it's the same image, like, repeated, like, 3 times. Okay, more nipples there. Okay, so you got a picture of that guy. On the back, you've got the title. I think they're all the same on the back. Yes, they are. The second art card also has boobies. The third art card has this guy. I think he's been in some John Woo films. There's that as well. I don't want to know what the hell that scene's all about. Okay, I do, I guess, because I would like to watch this movie. Got some more action scenes. Kind of another action scene. So I'm yet to watch this film. Obviously, hence my surprise of all the boobies, probably. Alright, so you got a poster. How much boobies are on this? Okay, so poster-wise, you have the artwork same on the cover of the Blu-ray and everything, and you got some kind of gorier-looking artwork. Not bad as an overall. There's basically boobies on both sides. And last but not least, you do have your booklet, which has the exact same nude artwork again. My god, okay, artwork on the back, which is interesting. More shots. And then some essay stuff. I don't really want to go through too much of it, just in case there's more boobies, but I think it should be alright. It's a pretty thick booklet. Yeah, it's got some more images and stuff, which is cool, so it has a good variety. Okay, cool. So that's the seventh curse. My god. Like, imagine if that was just the front cover of the Blu-ray, you know, like, my god. The main reason I'm hiding it is because it's basically nudity and I can't show it on YouTube. Anyway, that's all for what's currently coming this week. I've got a lot of stuff coming in now that I look at it. I've also bought some more steelbook protectors, so they'll be coming in soon, and there's a lot of exclusive sets I've got coming in. The 4K of Tenebrae and the Vivitch, so Second Sight and Arrow Film, so I'm keen as hell to finally watch Tenebrae, despite the fact I've had the Blu-ray for ages. And The Witch on 4K, I'm really excited for that one. So, yeah, they will be coming in within the next week or so. Outside of that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week, or just in the next video. This weekend doesn't always have to be a what happened in the week, but you know, because I'm getting a lot of stuff. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and subscribe to Collector Creations. Of course, if you don't like the name, let me know. But that's currently what the name is, so, jeez, someone likes to drive. Anyway, bye for now. Adios.